It's one of the most perplexing stats I've ever seen with all the skill players. I actually saw on Twitter this week someone broke down every shootout attempt. And when you look at the list of players who didn't score, like, Snuggerud had how many attempts, and it's like,
Five
how
missing.
does that not happen? But I'm not surprised at the guys who broke it.
Yeah, I'm with you there, but in the interview, you asked Ludke about it, Viggs. He's like,
Yeah,
Cooley and Nice, and they only would have had one chance, Viggs, and they weren't picked that night.
That's true. I do think there were some penalty shots in there as well that aren't part of the shootout streak, but also very similar. And I think the Gophers missed those too. Because remember, we were going back to like last person missed a penalty shot. It was like Jack Ramsey,
Yep.
things like that. So I think there were a couple missed penalty shots in there too. So it was just like kind of a long, long streak of like, oh my gosh, all this skill. What's going on? You've heard Lucky talk about, sometimes the ice isn't so good for these shootouts and guys get a little too fancy. And then what does Mooney do? Just like one of the fanciest moves we've seen a Gopher player attempt and pulls it off just because he's got a little bit of extra moxie and a little bit of extra handles on the puck.
You got to admit, Brad, it was such a good story. I kind of wished it lasted a little longer.
I don't know how it lasted as long as it did. Every time I'd see like, okay, they're going into a shootout for like the last 2 years. I was like, okay, here it comes. And it's like, again, that happened again. But yeah, it's
comedic, Viggs. I was embracing it the last couple of years. I just thought it was just so funny.
Well, it was kind of funny because the players all celebrated big after the win, and Bob made sure to talk to Greg Brown after the game. Brown's like, what the heck is going on? Why are these guys so excited? And Bob had to kind of remind him, it's like, it's been a long time since we've won one of these, so the guys are pretty excited. It's nothing against you or BC or anything. It's just hasn't happened for a while, and the guys wanted to celebrate just a little bit. So